Hi everyone, welcome back to the next diecast. In today's video, I'll be opening up and testing these 5 Hot Wheels Color Shifters cars. I got this set of 5 cars off of Amazon for around $16 in total. This was an Amazon Warehouse Deals item. And you can find these color shifter cars individually in stores, usually between $3 and $5. I feel like, anything above $4 is a little bit steep for these color shifter cars because they are, for the most part, plastic castings. And it is very cool that they do change color. And of course, you achieve this by using either warm or cold water, supposedly cold water. And I'll say why I'm saying supposedly later when we go to actually test these. So I already got the side flaps open. So we'll see what cars we have in here. Okay, there's that blue box in there. There's part of it out. The rest. Ooh, okay. These are actually the 5 cars that I wanted. Amazon has, I think, maybe 2 or 3 distinct sets of 5 cars, and you don't know which set you're going to get. But this is actually the set that I wanted, so I'm really surprised and happy about that. These are all fantasy castings I don't have, and yes, most of the Color Shifter series cars are going to be fantasy castings, but they're usually pretty cool castings, which is not a big deal. So here's the box. Very weird. It's just kind of a cardboard cover, and then you have, okay, here's our cars. Awesome looking cars. That's a very strange packaging choice. This is like your top and this is your inside. There's not even a bottom to the box. Very weird. I saw some people complaining about this on their reviews, but I wasn't giving this to anybody as a gift. I was just getting it for myself. So, but I'll probably keep this packaging, put the cars back in, maybe. But okay, here's our 5 cars here. And of course, on the side here, this is what you're going to be getting in terms of color changing. So the Cockney Cab 2 will go from black to yellow. The Purple Passion will go from purple to blue. This Track Tune goes from silver to orange. And the Nitro Door Slammer goes from green to yellow. And the Vampira, I think that's how you say it, that goes from yellow to green. And here's our 5 cars here. Here's this first car. This is the Nitro Door Slammer. Cool looking car. You have the chrome engine up there. Kind of matte green paint. Cool wheels. Put this here. And of course that changes into yellow when you put water on it. And this orange car is the Track Tune. Looks cool. Like the wheels and tampos on there. Of course, all color shifters have kind of a matte paint finish on them, and they are, of course, plastic castings. But they do have metal bases on them. I'm not sure what kind of special paint these have to make them change color. Oh, by the way, here's my other color shifter, my 2008 Mitsubishi Lancer. I bought this individually from Target about 3 or so years ago, and this is it here. So we'll kind of put that with the lineup too. And this changes from orange to a yellow. Next we have the Vampira, I think that's how you say it. Interesting looking animal bat car thing. I like the wheels on it though. Get this out. This goes from green to yellow, I think, but weird looking car. A lot of these fantasy castings are quite odd, but I like the odd stuff, so that's not a big deal. Then we have the Cockney Cab 2, kind of based off a London Taxi design. You got the pipes out the back windows there. That looks pretty cool. Brown. This glossy black does not change color, but the lower part does. And you have the yellow wheels on it. This is Taxi on the side there. And last but not least, we have the Purple Passion. Really cool fantasy casting, based off a 1950 Mercury, I believe. This is definitely my favorite of the bunch. I don't have the Purple Passion already in my Hot Wheels collection, so I'm really happy to have it now. It's purple with the blue flames on it. Super cool. All right, so here's our cars here, along with my additional one. We'll go ahead and get these underwater and see how they look with their colors changed. All right, we'll start the color shifting now. Of course, you have to have warm water to do the color change from the original color to the second color. So here's our Lancer in orange. This will change from orange, kind of looks like our dish soap there, from orange to yellow. Ironically, we have the orange soap and the yellow soap there. All right, let's go ahead and get started with this one first. I think ideally you want the water to be kind of like lukewarm. All right, here we go. You can see it's pretty much instant with that warm water. Looks awesome. Of course, yeah, that changed from orange to yellow. Very cool. All right, we'll see how this Nitro Door Slammer looks. And just by touching the car with hot water, it even starts to change color. So just keep that in mind if you're just picking up the car. Like, look at that. It's already kind of changing color just because I'm touching it with my wet hand. But aside from that, yeah, it's pretty instantaneous. You kind of have to go all along the corners and everything. Make sure you get all the spots that are the original color. And there's the door slammer in yellow. Put that here. All right, then we've got the track tune. Once again, it's changing color just because I'm touching it. This will turn to gray. There we go. Looks like the flame part, or this part over the wheels, kind of stays the same. It goes from kind of brownish orange to gray. But there's that. Looks cool. All right, next we got the Vampira. See how this one looks. Turn this to white, I think, with the green deco on the side. This is cool. All right, then we got the Cockney Cab 2. Look at that, it's almost like the paint like tears away or something. This looks, I actually prefer the yellow on this than that brown. This looks awesome. There's the Cockney Cab 2. Last but not least, the Purple Passion will now become the Blue Passion. Look at that. That blue looks awesome on that car. All right. Here's the 5 cars. 6 cars, I should say, with their colors changed. Looks awesome. I think it's so cool that Hot Wheels has this kind of capability with these color shifting cars. A little bit on the expensive side, unfortunately, but I think they're worth it, seeing how cool that they really are. So now for changing them back to their original colors, it's a little bit of a bigger process. So of course the hot water is supposed to change it from the original to the second color. But to change them back, it takes a little bit more effort. Like you can see here, it's just not, and I've tried this on all the cars actually. It's just not changing, even though it says it should change with cold water. I don't know if you need like freezing water or what, but this is pretty cold, I think. And even like if you dry the car off and try the cold water, it still just doesn't like the change. I'm not really sure why that is. I'll kind of show you like right now too. I'll dry this off a little bit, and then let's take a look. So here's the car all dried off now. It's still yellow. You go to use the cold water to change it back, it still stays yellow. And I've tried this with all the other cars, trying to change them back with the cold water. It doesn't seem to work. I'm not really sure why. So to alleviate that, I will show you what I do to get them back to their original colors. All right, here are all 6 cars all dried off and with their second colors. They look awesome. So as you saw, the cold water doesn't really work all that well. So if you want to change these cars back to their original colors quickly, you just take them and put them in a freezer. We got this kind of compartment down here, so I'll put them in there. Got these 2 here. Make sure that the cars are all dried too. Ironically, yeah, they should be dry for this aspect. Put them in there, like so, and then close your door. And then after about 5 or so minutes, open up the freezer, and you'll see that the cars have pretty much completely transformed back to their original colors. So we'll get these out. And once they're out of the freezer, you can see that they've pretty much transformed back to their original colors completely. I would just let them sit and air dry for a little while. You want to like make sure any condensation is off the cars and everything. But yeah, kind of strange that the cold water doesn't work, but the freezer does. I assume maybe it's a combination of just the freezing temperature and maybe just condensation. I don't really know. it's sciencey stuff, I suppose. But yeah, although the cold water doesn't work, the warm water definitely works. You saw, especially for the Purple Passion, just immediately just went from purple to blue. And the freezer thing only takes about 5 or so minutes. So you can completely transform and transform back, or transform and then revert all these cars in a matter of just minutes, from their original colors to their second colors and back to their original colors. So I think these color shifters are pretty cool. They do have, you know, their just minor flaws and everything, but I think as a whole, but but I think I think as a whole, they're a pretty cool concept, and they're pretty cool overall, I would say, too. So you can find this set of 5 cars for a good price. I would say definitely get it. And if you can find these like individually in stores, I would say get them there too. I probably wouldn't pay above, you know, $4 or whatever, but I think for the most part they are well worth it. So feel free to comment down below with your thoughts on the color shifters and what your favorite one from this set is, plus the 6th car here it might be. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.